I'm slow, right?
Mentally.
Oh my God, mentally, okay. I'm talking about I'm slow in the boxing ring, right?
Mentally.
I'm talking about the boxing ring, what you was talking about. I'm slow, right?
Mentally.
Okay, you're gonna see. I promise you're gonna see.
Teo, to Shakur's point, you seem to be the guy that rises to the level of your competition. When you were going against Loma, people felt you were the underdog. Josh Taylor, the same thing. And those are the fights where you really showcased your skills and abilities and upset the odds. Is this another fight where you're coming in there with that mentality to upset the odds?
Just put them in front of me and I'll beat them. Not about the odds. It's about, I guess defining them. You define the odds. Everybody's against you, great. That's when you know you're doing great. I put a thing out there. It's like, if you want to be liked in this sport, be a good boxer. You want to be loved in the sport, be the best boxer. But if you want to be hated in this sport, including the odds, be the greatest boxer.
The interview seemed calm at first glance, but that surface piece was deceiving. You could feel tension simmering the moment they started revisiting the past. Amateur careers, early opportunities, who got ahead first, who felt overlooked. That's exactly when things started getting uncomfortable.
It's 2011 or 2012 National Junior Olympics, Junior National Golden Gloves. And I remember seeing him. He was wearing a white tank top. I think it was red and white trunks. And he was just whooping on dude bad. And that's when I noticed we were both cleaning up our divisions leading up to the finals. He ended up winning. I ended up, coming in second.
Did you first become aware of Teo?
It's so crazy. So like when I first kind of got aware of Teo, it was probably before he even knew me. But I used to get on YouTube and I used to watch like the DMV fight, and I seen one of his fights up there and I kind of watched him. I thought he was a good fighter, and that's when I kind of got a first whiff of Teo. But when I finally first met him, probably was the same time he talking about.
Shakur casually admitted there was a hint of jealousy. Teofimo fired back instantly, saying he didn't care at all. And just like that, the conversation pivoted. It wasn't about timelines or stats anymore. It was about old egos and unresolved grudges simmering for years.
I was good with Teo. I thought Teo was a little jealous of me. That's what I thought.
Yeah, he was getting the fights that you were calling for Loma. He got Loma.
Yeah.
Did you see him as a future foe?
I think that everything just plays out the way it does, and eventually we was gonna end up meeting up with each other eventually. I had never seen any jealousy in my part with him. I mean, for crying out loud, he fought for Team USA, got a silver medal. And,
not during them times though,
and
bro.
The whole thing
not
was
during them times.
pushed.
I'm speaking on the times where I felt like you had a push start. You got the you used to be ahead of me far as like ESPN only like black fighters and all that kind of stuff. And when you said that, I kind of felt like it was a shot at me. So I felt like it was a little bit of jealousy.
No, I just didn't give an F. That's all.
Cool.
Just didn't give an F about it.
Then Teofimo began talking about making Shakur quit or even knocking him out, and you could feel the room tighten immediately. Shakur didn't raise his voice. His response was calm, precise, and confident, subtly challenging if Teofimo really thinks he's slow. Those are words that hit harder when the gloves go on.
You feel when you hear a guy say he might not just stop you, but he might make you quit in the fight.
Make me quit is crazy. Like, I don't got no quit in me, but it's cool. He's supposed to feel that way. Like, he's supposed to say the things that he's saying. He's not saying nothing out of the ordinary or something that I didn't expect. Only thing that I kind of took away, he got on a podcast, I want to say, he said that I was slow. And that's the part where I'm like, okay, he's going to be very surprised come fight night, to where it's like, you really thought I was slow? Like, is that something like you put in your brain and thought it was about to come out there?
Teofimo came off like a man defending his turf, guarding his territory. Shakur sounded like someone who's been waiting for this exact moment and doesn't care about location. If tension was this high at a table, imagine 12 rounds in the ring, where words don't exist, only action.
You gonna beat me?
No,
what
I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do.
So you gonna erase my name?
I know what I'm going to do.
This 140.
Basically, what I'm trying to let you know is that boxing ain't gonna allow it.
But how boxing not gonna allow it?
It won't.
How?
Cause now you facing me.
Oh shit, I'm so scared. Tio, I'm frightened. I'm scared for my life. I'm facing you. That shit don't move me, bro. I can't wait to see you. I've been waiting on this. Yo, I don't know how you don't understand. I've been waiting on this moment forever. Like, it's been years and years for this moment right here. You gave me the opportunity. I appreciate you for that. But come with it. Facts.
While the tension brewed on camera, the real warning sign is Shakur off camera. He's not posting or talking, he's relocating. He's training in Colorado Springs at D1, battling thin air where fatigue exposes every weakness. This is Crawford-level work, a zone fighters enter not for comfort, but to sharpen every edge.
It's all fun and games, man. We just in here having fun, joking around and letting them get some experience. You know, when you boxing, you gotta box in front of a lot of different people. So being that they in front of a lot of people right now, we kind of gassing it up, making it feel like it's an atmosphere of a fight. So
This isn't flashy social media hype or attention seeking. It's disciplined, quiet, high-altitude training where timing gets sharper and lungs grow stronger. Shakur choosing this camp sends a clear message. This fight is about precision, endurance, and dominating the late rounds. Not ego, chaos, or crowd noise.
yeah,
They got it.
let me see that.
That's good.
I feel great. Sprints kind of be getting me right. You know, get my conditioning right. You know, sometimes in a fight could turn into a sprint, cause it's like start the pace fast as hell and then they can't keep up the pace, but the sprints will kind of get you in shape to where once you break down, sometimes you get a second win, then you get another win, then you get another win after that. So I did the sprints a lot in a Jamel Herring fight. That's why you seen me fight at a fast pace, and then once I slowed down, I picked it back up and I had all the energy in the world to do it. So we locked in.
Altitude training turns patience into a weapon, conditioning into confidence, while Teofimo remains explosive. When Teofimo brags about control, Shakur builds hidden advantages you don't see in the hype, but you feel them when rounds get brutal. And that's the dangerous part. Altitude doesn't care about confidence.
So far, it came going great. We about a month away from fight day. Everything going according to plan. Court look great, man, great. He getting the rounds in, everything going according to schedule. We coming for the victory. You know, me as a trainer, I don't train to go the distance. I think that's wear and tear on the body. You put all the work in camp to make the fight night as easy as possible, and that's what he going.
After breaking down Shakur isolating himself in Colorado Springs for long-term sharpening, the focus shifts back to New York, where tension hits a new level. Listening to Paulie and Chris, it's serious. No hype, no noise, just fighters who understand what MSG does to nerves and bodies. For Shakur, it's proof. For Teofimo, it's fuel.
Teofimo is at his most dangerous when he's counted out. And this is going to be one of those fights where he's going to be counted out. Because Shakur is looked at by and large as the guy who can dominate boxing in this generation, right? It's just a matter of him getting the opportunity. I myself have felt that he's the guy who could and should be dominating boxing if he gets the right matchups. But bro, this is one of the rare matchups, if not maybe the only matchup, where I feel like it's a big threat here. And then they would all come undone only because of this reason. Teofimo Lopez, we've seen him at his best, but he typically brings out his best characteristics when he's back against the wall and he's counted out. And he's going to be counted out in this fight. By and large, people are going to side with Shakur in this fight to win the fight because he's the more consistent fighter, he's the more class fighter overall, and he's just so good. But Teofimo has a way, when you're so good and he knows you're so damn good and everybody feels like you're gonna.
Moses, he was not good. He did not. It was not a good night.
Oh, like a street fighter.
Yeah, it was
shots.
And I think I was a guest on that on the call for that show, and I said I got one guy fighting with ego and I got one guy fighting with discipline, and that's what it was, because he just went out there and was just trying to knock him out from round one, and it was not working out well. Now, is he going to do that against Shakur? Absolutely not. But also, we've seen him struggle with guys like Jermaine Ortiz. We've seen him struggle with who was the Canadian guy who I mean, not that he struggled, but he failed to really impress.
Sandor Martin.
Sandor Martin, another one. Without Josh Taylor, a weight class below and years out, said I could beat that guy. He called out Jaron Ennis. I mean, obviously he didn't fight Jaron, but when him and his father put their heads together and they see something in a guy and they end up taking a fight like this, that's dangerous where he's.
To me, they have two different styles. You know what I mean? And Shakur just has a style that, to appreciate it, you got to be a real boxing person.
Yeah, because, when I say athleticism, it's like explosiveness and twitch, but isn't Shakur with the timing and the distance, it's more subtle.
Relax, you know what I mean? He can do whatever, he can take control at any time when he wants to.
Is it more efficient? Like Teo will cross arm and use all these reflexes. Then Shakur will just take a little half step back.
That's it.
Is that more
efficient?
It's
all about control.
How competitive a fight you think it's going to be?
It's going to be a very good fight. I mean, it's a fight, and it's in the right place, New York. I've always said, I said years ago in an interview, if that fight happens, it's got to be in New York, definitely.
Why is that?
He's the best at that weight. No one's going to beat him at that weight. He can go up to 47 and win a title. That's how good he is.
I mean,
it's going to be a good fight. I'm glad it's finally happening. A good fight in boxing where you got two very skilled fighters. And look, I love Teofimo. I picked him to beat Lomachenko. You know what I mean? But I just think that Shakur's on another. Shakur's a kid when he was an amateur. And I always tell him, kid, he's just special, man. He's special.
What's Teo, if he can pull it, like if you were his trainer, what would be the game plan, you think, to try to pull off what would be an upset?
You got to be double smart. You can't go in there and think you're going to bully him. You can't think you're going to go in there and palm him out. You got to be extra smart.